If you look at the guide sheet for how we're supposed to do the pocket, it says that it wants us to stitch 5/8 of an inch all the way around this outside edge, and I'm not going to do it that way. If you're not super accurate when you do that kind of stitching, then it's going to give you a funky fold line, and I would rather us just try to be accurate with our pressing and pinning. So before we get started, I'm back on stitch number 1. And I'm going to just stitch a little bit to make sure that I'm stitching okay. Needle up, press your foot up, and looks good on both sides. And so we are just going to stitch across the end of the pocket here. Okay, we're not going all the way around. So this is a 5/8 of an inch seam, and I'm going to start a little bit in. I don't want to be at the very edge. But I do want to back stitch till I'm at the very edge, because otherwise I'm going to have a little hole in the top of my pocket. So I'm going to hold on to my threads, do a couple of stitches forward, and then I'm going to back stitch until I'm at least to the very top, okay, or even one stitch off, and then I'm going to stitch. Again, don't forget to take your pins out. I'm going to stitch down to the bottom of this little hem, and maybe a stitch off, and then I'm going to back stitch 2 or 3 stitches. Okay? Then I'm going to do that on the other side as well. Once I have stitched both sides, then I need to trim this little corner. And I need to be very careful when I trim this corner that I don't cut those stitches. So carefully just do a little snip like this. Remember, don't cut that corner right there. And the reason why we do that is we're going to flip this out this way, and if we don't cut off that little extra bit right there, we're going to have a lot of bulk. So I'm going to do my other one, and then I will meet you at the ironing board.